Good afternoon, Mr. H. and fellow classmates. Today, the title of my speech will be called, Don't Be So Quick to Judge. Before I jump right into it on why we shouldn't, as human beings, be so quick to judge people just because they do something different or look different, I'm going to start off with this quote from Rochelle Goodrich. Things always appear clear and simple from behind glass. It is in the thick of tribulations that blurring details arise complications my life. You can't rightly judge me, nor can you assist from behind a shielded viewpoint. This quote is telling us that as people, you can't help others in a my way or the highway viewpoint. We're all different. We learn different. We smell different. We look different. We act different. No one person is the same. So this brings me to the question, why are we so quick to judge? When I was in high school, this girl I went to school with named Nicole got pregnant. She was 15 at the time. No one knew who the baby's father was. To be honest, I don't think anybody cared. The whole school was so quick to judge her. People were calling her all types of names. It just was really bad. Well, long story short, Nicole stopped coming to school. No one knew where she went. She just literally disappeared from the face of the earth. The next school year came around and Nicole came back. People were still talking about her, and one day Nicole confided in one of her friends that the father of her baby was in fact her stepfather, and her mother forced her to give up the baby because the baby was a rape baby. The moral of the story is the title of the speech. Don't be so quick to judge others. We were all talking bad about this girl, and none of us had any idea what was going on behind closed doors. We had no idea what she was dealing with. Even if Nicole had gotten pregnant by someone else who maybe she loved, it still isn't our right to judge her. If she had decided to keep her baby, that's her choice. It's not our right to judge people. As people, the first thing we do as soon as we meet another person is judge them. Why is that? I get judged all the time as a mean girl because I don't like to smile. I never have, and I probably never will. But the first thing that people do when they look at me is automatically assume I'm a mean girl. I don't think I'm a mean girl, and we have a tendency to try to make sense of people after our first meeting with them. But we have to remember that you only see what that person chooses to show you. Do you think a person is honestly going to show you all of them in the first meeting? Would you show someone all of you in the first meeting? I don't think so. Another quote that I'm sure we all heard 1,000 times is, don't judge a book by its cover. I will admit that I used to be 100% guilty of this. Back in high school, if you dress different from me, if you look different from me, you could not be my friend. I was very childish and immature. It took for one instance to occur for me to have a different viewpoint on how I saw others. It was my 11th grade year, and I had a science project due. This project called for two partners. We couldn't choose our partners. The teachers chose for us. I got partnered with a girl named Lacey. Lacey was a emo. I think that's what she called herself. She dressed in all black, had the spiked hair, but as you can imagine, I was kind of in shock. Like, did she really just put me with her? That whole time I thought I was going to dread that project. And by surprise, she turned out to be really fun and one of my good friends. I found out that she was really cool, she was really funny, down to earth, and she was actually really smart. Without her, I don't even think I would have made it through that project because it was so hard and biology was not my subject. I still to this day give Lacey credit for helping me learn to not judge someone by their cover. Basically learning, not judging them by what I see on the outside. Being in the military also helped me because, it's so many people from all around the world come in and you're forced to work together. So those people almost become like family, and you don't even know what they look like outside because you only see them in a uniform because they only look like you. When you do finally see them outside, you see them for like who they are, but you know that they're good people no matter what. Um, I hope that people learn not to judge others so harshly and actually learn to get to know people. Um, any questions or comments, please leave in the box below. Back to you, Mr. H.